Hello, everybody. It's Monday, April 2nd, 2018. Did you survive yesterday? April Fool's Day, Easter, all that stuff? Welcome to High Plains Today here on TV 23 on today's show. He is Jeremy Jiggett. He is the Executive Director of the Garden City Community College Endowment Association. They have a scholarship auction coming up. They're giving away a Jeep, and we're going to find out all about it. So stick around for that. In the meantime, let's see what's happening. Garden City Community College announced late Thursday that head cheerleading coach Bryce Knapp has resigned. Now, the college, through a spokesperson, said the resignation was effective as of Thursday. No further information was provided. The resignation comes just a week prior to the NCAA Cheer Championship in Daytona Beach, in which the Garden City Community College cheerleading squad was scheduled to compete on April 4th through the 7th. Now, KDGL has learned that the Garden City Community College Human Resources Department received a 3-page document March 23rd that outlines an official complaint and allegations submitted against Knapp from a former member of the Garden City Community College cheer squad. The document was also addressed to the Garden City Police Department. The complaint says that although his actions may not be illegal, they are surely unethical. The document goes on to list the Garden City Community College policies on safety and sexual harassment. Now, the author of the complaint goes on to say that she and others were videotaped at a party on campus where they had chosen to partake in some illegal activities. The video was then used by a fellow student, a male cheerleader, to try and gain sexual favors. Now, the complaint does present a partial timeline of what occurred after the videotape incident came to light. The complainant did meet with Garden City Community College Athletic Director John Green and Bryce Knapp, as well as the male cheerleader in question. The document states that only the male cheerleader was allowed to share his story. The complainant was never asked her side. Following this meeting, the female complainant met with Vice President of Student Services for the college, Ryan Ruda. Both were suspended from the cheer team. Now, the complaint goes on to say that she feels she is being treated differently. She feels she has been excused from the squad, not because of her performance, but because of bringing this information forward. The document then goes on to say, please help the cheerleaders who still have to put up with all the sexual comments from the coach. I'm sure we'll hear more about that. Well, last Thursday evening around 10 o'clock, Seward County Fire Rescue was dispatched to a commercial structure fire southwest of Kismet. Units arrived on scene to find a large commercial barn fully involved. Firefighters were able to stop the fire from spreading to an adjacent barn. Fire was declared under control around 12:30 a.m. There were no injuries reported. Guyman Public Schools Superintendent Doug Melton has issued the following statement. Guyman Public Schools will suspend school until further notice. Now, breakfast and lunch will be served starting tomorrow, April 3rd. North Park and Academy cafeterias will be open. Buses will run to deliver kids to the cafeterias for the students that live in city limits and immediately adjacent. Buses will run at regular times in the morning, taking kids to breakfast. They will be delivered back home about 45 minutes later. They will run lunch routes again beginning at 11 a.m., taking kids back to lunch. They will all then be taken back home when lunch is completed. Now, more than 40,000 teachers and thousands of support staff across Oklahoma pledged to walk off their jobs today, and they did, despite a $6,100 teacher pay raise rushed through the legislature and signed into law by Governor Mary Fallin. A student at Perryton High School was arrested last Tuesday after he allegedly made threats against the school. 18-year-old Alan Scott Price was arrested and booked into the Ochiltree County Jail on charges of making a terroristic threat causing fear of imminent bodily injury. According to Perryton Independent School District Interim Superintendent Robin Fultz, the administration received a report last Tuesday afternoon of a terroristic threat being made against the district. The student was immediately removed from the school. No students were in imminent danger at any time. A Colorado man was convicted Friday of 5 child sex crime charges, according to Kansas Attorney General Derek Schmidt. A Scott County jury found 40-year-old Jose Armando Contreras of Pueblo West, Colorado, guilty of 2 counts of rape, 2 counts of aggravated criminal sodomy, and 1 count of aggravated intimidation of a victim. Sentencing is scheduled for April 26th in Scott County District Court. The charges fall under Jessica's law because the victim was younger than 14, meaning Contreras could face life in prison. A Kansas bill that would pressure schools to allow teachers to carry guns would make it a crime to reveal who's authorized to be armed in the classroom. That's a little noticed provision in House Bill 2789. The staff as First Emergency Responder, or SAFER Act, which was debated at a heavily attended House committee hearing at the Capitol last week. Now, most of the debate was focused on 2 sections of the bill. One that would make it harder for schools to defend themselves from lawsuits over shootings if they don't allow teachers to carry weapons, and another that would require insurance companies to cover schools that do arm their staffs. Now, the only criminal penalty in the bill would be for those who publicly identify teachers or other staff members who are authorized to carry a concealed weapon on school grounds. And Kansas senators have unanimously passed a bill for state sales tax collected during the Kansas State Fair to be used for capital improvements at the fair. The Hutchinson News reports that the bill only would allow for money to return to the fair if the event stays in Hutchinson. The measure passed after a House bill was introduced that would require the State Fair Board to seek proposals from other cities interested in hosting the fair. Fair's been there for over 100 years, too. Okay, that's a look at some of the stuff that's happening out there. You know what? We're into the roller coaster seasonal temperature swings of spring. We'll be back with that right after this.
You're watching High Plains Today on TV 23 with host Chris Jewell. TV 23's internet service and 4G live streaming provided by United Wireless. Coverage you deserve. Service you expect. United Wireless.
Selfless service is the principle that guides Army National Guard soldiers to be ready whenever disaster strikes. They have a stake in the well-being of the neighborhoods where they live and work. They train part-time to be ready to serve at all times. Selfless service. It's what inspires the men and women of the Army National Guard to be part of something greater than themselves. Visit NationalGuard.com to learn more.
Hi, I'm Nick Baumgartner, owner of Midwest Barter Exchange.
So what is barter anyway?
Midwest Barter helps you trade what you have for what you really need. You can use Midwest Barter dollars to purchase hundreds of products for your business or personal use without the use of cash.
You can even trade for TV advertising right here on KDGL TV 23.
Find out more on our website or call 785-383-4965.
College is great, but before you enroll, which do you think is a better way to earn your degree? Live on campus in a dorm where you can't sleep, with a roommate you can't stand, attend lectures that you can't hear, with cafeteria food that you can't eat, or learn online at Independence University. On the porch with your puppy, in the kitchen with your kitten, on your bed with your bunny, your campus is whoever you want it to be. That's Independence University. And you'll also get a laptop and tablet to use in school, and you can keep them when you graduate.
1-800-274-8142. When you have credit card debt, the debt suckers, high rate and high pay, never leave you alone.
Debt is really sucking the life out of them. He's picking up the phone.
Oh, no, not Consolidated Credit.
With one call, they can lower their credit card rates.
And consolidate their bills into one low payment.
They'll pay off their debt in no time.
Call Consolidated Credit now.
Because debt sucks.
Call 1-800-380-8565. That's 800-380-8565. Call now.
Now, the local weather forecast for the High Plains.
Looking off over Metropolitan, some lead behind the graphics here, but anyway, hey, new switcher. Anyway, all right, looking at the readings here at the station, 56 is the temperature right now, relative humidity 46%. South winds at 13. Barometric pressure is falling. Looking at the current temps around the viewing area. Now, we're going to warm up a bunch today, but we're going to go back down tomorrow. You can see Elkhart's at 72 already. A little cooler as you go to the east, and it's going to remain that way today. We're going to have a bunch of wind, though, rolling this direction. Current dew points around the area, everybody is about the 30-40%. Now, winds are going to start picking up. You can see south-southwesterly winds, south-southeasterly winds. Right now, Liberal, Perryton, they're up in the 20s, Garden City at 23. We do have low pressure coming this way, which is going to bring in another cold front behind it, and our temperatures are going to bottom out again tomorrow. 35 was a recorded high at the Garden City Regional Airport yesterday. 93 back in 2012. 23 was the overnight low. 15 back in 1970. Pretty much over the weekend, we got 5 100ths of precipitation at the Garden City Airport. Nothing south of there, though. We have 38 hundredths year to date. All right, now, today we're going to warm up a bunch. 81 degrees. Winds are going to be out of south-southwest at 21. Tonight, mostly clear, 37. But you can see as that cold front comes ushering in lots of wind behind it, winds are going to go around to the north-northwest. Tomorrow, our high is only going to be 52, mostly cloudy. Clouds are going to roll out during the day. Look at those winds. They're going to be out of the north at 40 to 50 miles an hour. Could see some gusts up into the 60s. Now, these are going to be 40 to 50 mile an hour winds are pretty much going to be sustained all day. We're going to have a red flag warning. Big fire danger tomorrow, so be careful. Tomorrow night, going to drop down into the 20s. Clear skies, winds will back off a little bit, turn around to the easterly direction early in the morning. Then as we get back into Wednesday and Thursday, you can see we start to climb back up. Now there is another front coming this way. Don't know, 30% chance is what they're calling for right now on Friday. Temperatures are going to dip back down into the 50s for the high. Then we're going to climb back up into the weekend. All right, let's take a look and see where our good friend Jeff Hutton, National Weather Service in Dodge City. You know what? He's taking a couple of days off. His first storm spotter training this week will be on Wednesday. He'll be in Kinsley at the 4-H building, and on Thursday, he'll be in Coldwater at the City Hall. Next week, on Monday, he'll be in Medicine Lodge at the Annex. Then on Wednesday, the 11th, he'll be in St. John at the courthouse. Closing out the week on Thursday, the 12th, he'll be in Elkhart at the Civic Center. That's a look at the weather. Stick around. We'll be back with Jeremy right after this.
Hi, I'm Nick Baumgartner, owner of Midwest Barter Exchange.
So what is barter anyway?
Midwest Barter helps you trade what you have for what you really need.
You can use Midwest barter dollars to purchase hundreds of products for your business or personal use without the use of cash.
You can even trade for TV advertising right here on KDGL TV 23.
Find out more at our website or call 785-383-4965.
When you have credit card debt, the debt suckers, high rate and high pay, never leave you alone.
Debt is really sucking the life out of them.
Yes, they look like that, warmed over.
He's picking up the phone, probably calling his uncle to borrow money.
Thank you for calling Consolidated Credit.
Oh, no, not Consolidated Credit.
With one call, they can lower their credit card rates
And consolidate their bills into one low payment.
They'll pay off their debt in no time.
Put down the phone! Put down the phone! Order a pizza!
With extra red sauce. That Consolidated Credit makes it too quick and easy to get rid of us.
Thanks to Consolidated Credit, there can be life after that.
Call Consolidated Credit now and get your life back.
Because debt sucks.
Call 1-800-357-5733. 800-357-5733. That's 800-357-5733. Call now.
40 million. That's the number of free phones still available and the number of how many Americans can still get prescriptions free.
Free could be wonderful.
That's why I'm still working at 77 years old to pay off my prescriptions.
I needed to have
a prescription failed and I had to leave because I couldn't afford it.
Call now and see what's available for you. Free prescriptions. Over 10 million people get prescriptions free, and the program has expanded, so another 40 million can. Free dental. Over 15,000 dentists have provided over $330 million in free dental work. Free cell phones. 40 million free cell phones are still available with free minutes and more.
Free cell phone would change my life right now because it is something I cannot afford to get.
Medical supplies like back braces, knee braces, and diabetic supplies may be covered too. The free RX Plus hotline has saved callers over $12 million on their prescription costs. These free programs are now available to 40 million more people. Call now.
College is great, but before you enroll, which do you think is a better way to earn your degree? Live on campus in a dorm where you can't sleep, with a roommate you can't stand, attend lectures that you can't hear, with cafeteria food that you can't eat, or learn online at Independence University. On the porch with your puppy, in the kitchen with your kitten, on your bed with your bunny, your campus is wherever you want it to be. That's Independence University. And you'll also get a laptop and tablet to use in school, and you can keep them when you graduate.
1-800-274-8142.
We kind of stuck in there a little bit. Welcome back. I'm joined in studio today by Mr. Jeremy Jiggett. He is the Executive Director, Garden City Community College Endowment Association.
Yes, I am.
Okay. Now, thanks for coming by today, by the way.
Not a problem.
Okay, so, but now, just because it says Garden City Community College Endowment Association, you're really not you are part of the college, but you're really not, right?
We are an independent 501c3 support organization of the college, and we basically raise funding to support the faculty and the students of Garden City Community College, and we do this through scholarships for the academic and technical programs and the rodeo team, and also by raising grants for equipment and materials for the labs and the classrooms and the programs.
Okay, so this is all academic. Now, wait a minute. You had athletics. The only thing in athletics was the rodeo team.
Rodeo, yeah.
Okay, why just the rodeo team?
There's a separate support organization for athletics called Bronkbuster Athletic Association.
Oh, okay.
But the rodeo team for a very long time was not considered an athletic program because they're not part of the Jayhawk Conference because they compete against four-year institutions. And so for many, many years, the Endowment Association, we've given them a night of phonathon to raise money for scholarships to the rodeo team. So in a lot of ways, the only sport that we really support financially from the Endowment Association is rodeo.
All right. So coming up on, I don't know why you picked Friday the 13th.
Friday the 13th.
Coming up in a couple of weeks is your Bootleggers Ball. This is your annual fundraiser, live auction, silent auction.
This is the 40th annual 40th annual endowment auction, and this year's theme is the Bootleggers Ball, so it's kind of a 1920s Prohibition speakeasy theme. And we usually raise around $150,000 a year every year for scholarships, and so that's what we're hoping to achieve this year as well.
It's $150,000.
Yeah,
that's a lot of scholarship money.
That is a lot of scholarship money, but last year we paid out over $550,000 in scholarships and $128,000 in equipment and materials grants. So, yeah.
Okay, so you got your work cut out for you. So you haven't been busy these last few weeks at all?
Not at all. No, we've just been relaxing in the office. Nothing.
Feet up, not doing anything, right?
Right. Yeah.
Okay, but now with this, so it costs what, $25 to get in?
It is $25 for your admission wristband, and that includes all the complimentary beverages that you can drink. Notice I used air quotes. There's also a prime rib dinner available at the location that evening for $15 additional. That is done by Great Western Dining, which is the college food service, and the Bronkbuster meat judging team.
Ah,
yeah.
All right, and you're giving away a new car.
We're giving away a 2018 Jeep Wrangler. Yes, a 2018 Jeep Wrangler JK Sport. It was partially donated by Legacy Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and Garden, and tickets are $25. We're only selling 1,200 tickets, and I think we're down to just a few hundred left.
Wow.
Yeah.
So $25, you get a ticket, a raffle ticket for the Jeep.
Yes.
And you can buy more than one if you want.
You can buy as many as you want. In fact, I encourage you to buy as many as you want.
Okay. All right. So $25, you can get a raffle ticket for the 2018 Jeep. Is it? I saw in the picture. Is it purple?
It is extreme purple. That's what they call it. They might as well call it K-State purple because it is purple.
It's not. People will go, is that lavender? No, they'll go,
no,
it's purple.
It's purple.
All right. So, but you're going to have entertainment. You're going to have a silent auction and a live auction,
yes,
right?
We have a silent auction. We have about 450 different items and baskets in the silent auction. And then we have around 80 items in the live auction.
Okay, so what's some of the stuff now? Okay, in the live auction, what kind of stuff do you have that's been donated?
We have everything from like a dining room table, chairs from Garnan's. We have trips. We have vacation packages. We have concerts. We have Dierks Bentley tickets. We have Def Leppard tickets. We just received Taylor Swift tickets from a donor. So we have tickets to Les Miserables in Denver. I mean, we have whole packages. Anything and everything you can imagine, we have it. I'm working on finalizing a rafting trip. So
you've covered all the spectrums here in entertainment. I mean, because you said you had what, Metallica?
Def Leppard.
Def Leppard,
yes,
to Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
And
Dierks Bentley.
You got it all
to
covered.
Les Miserables.
Yes.
Yeah. We have something for everyone, and we're very proud of that. And the silent auction is more of the same. We have everything from unique gifts for children all the way up to gifts for adults, and including some very interesting deer cutouts. Yes. And we have some beautiful artwork. We have a beautiful piece by Susan Ladd in the live auction. They own Ladd Buffalo Ranch in Scott City.
Yes.
And she's also an incredible artist, and she
I've seen some.
She did an incredible piece of one of their bulls, and it is actually the artist's proof that they're using to generate the lithographs from. And it's one of 5, and it is stunning.
I've seen some of her work.
Yes.
She's good.
She's very good.
She's very good.
I'm in love with it, and it's valued at around $500, and I will be bidding on it because I want it for my own home.
There you go. All right. Now, and the other thing is that all this stuff has been donated, right?
All this has been donated. It's either been donated or it's been donated with, or it's been purchased with money that's been donated by donors.
Oh, okay. All right.
Well, that's a lot of donor words right there at once.
Yeah, but that's a very important part of the scholarship program, right?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
so let's talk a little bit about the scholarships, because you said that all these scholarships, except for the rodeo team, nothing against your rodeo team, but the rodeo team, everything else is classroom type scholarships and grants, right?
Correct. This goes to fund we call our general fund scholarships, which are our presidential, deans, ambassadors, and then our assorted technical scholarships, and our areas of greatest need where we may have a program that is lacking in scholarships, so we help fund that as well. And then, of course, outside that, we also have our donor-created scholarships that also provide additional support to students on campus. But we
now are those scholarships? Now that's a whole separate.
That's a whole
separate list of scholarships.
That's a whole separate list of scholarships.
Don't confuse me, Jeremy. Come on.
There's 390 of those.
Oh,
so yeah.
Okay. So how much money again are you going to... Now, last year you wrote how many out in scholarships?
Last year were $550,000 in scholarships and $128,000 in equipment and materials grants.
Okay, so equipment and materials grants, that's part of this whole deal too, right?
That's part of this too.
Okay, so what kind of equipment and material, like classroom stuff, like, I don't know, microscopes and stuff like that? I don't know.
Oh, yeah, we have restocked chemistry labs, physics labs, we've repaired and replaced nursing simulators, which are these creepy robots that do all sorts of things that the students need to practice on. We have bought materials for the fire science program, criminal justice program, all sorts of things. Actually, this year I had the craziest thing I've ever purchased. The nursing program, for their CNA program, they're doing a traveling CNA program. They wanted to have a portable CNA lab. And so we funded it to purchase it. It was just a few $1,000s, but one of the items in it was a 3D, I don't know how to put it politely, a 3D stool chart.
Okay.
That showed these 7 types of stools and when you need to call a doctor.
All right.
And I was
it's a family show.
I was so excited to be able to buy that because it was something I've never done before.
Okay, so this all happens on Friday, April 13th.
Yes.
And doors open at 6 and everything gets kicked off at 6:30, right?
Right.
You have some wonderful sponsors and ticket locations. You can see there on the screen. You can get them at Wharton's, Legacy Chrysler, Kinney Glass, Skeeter's Body Shop, and from you at
From the Endowment Association, yes.
All right. Okay, Jeremy, thanks for coming by today.
Well, thank you for having me.
And if I buy a ticket, I want the Jeep. I'm just saying. All right. Thank you, sir. Stick around. We'll be back with some more right after this.
Take your internet by the reins. Pioneer Communications offers blazing fast speeds up to 50 meg. Make slow internet a thing of the past and sign up for faster internet today. Pioneer Communications, your community connected.
Are you a Kansas college student considering a career in broadcasting? Well, listen up. If in the fall you'll be entering your junior or senior year at a Kansas four-year college or your sophomore year at a Kansas two-year college and are enrolled in a broadcast program, you may qualify for a scholarship from the Kansas Association of Broadcasters. Application deadlines May 1st. For details, go to kab.net and click on Student Services. Sponsored by the member stations of the Kansas Association of Broadcasters.
Are you getting the most out of your Medicare plan? Are you sure? Many people with Medicare are eligible for plans that include extra benefits in addition to those found in original Medicare. Benefits like dental, vision, and prescription drug coverage. Call now to see if you're eligible to enroll. The consultation is free with no obligation to enroll. In addition to hospital and medical coverage, at no extra cost, you could also get coverage for prescription drugs, dental, hearing, vision, and more. In many areas, plans with benefits are available with $0 copays for many services, $0 monthly premiums, or $0 deductibles. That's hospital, medical, prescription drug, dental coverage, and more included in one plan with premiums that may be as low as $0 a month. Call now to see if you're eligible to enroll. The consultation is free and there's no obligation to enroll.
Call 1-800-521-3583. That's 1-800-521-3583.
Well, it was a sad weekend for KU, although they did have a better season than I thought they were going to have at the beginning of the year. They lost on Saturday to Villanova, who just couldn't miss. And if you watched the women's championship game last night, Notre Dame won on a last-second three-point shot. That was a pretty amazing game. All right, let's take a last look at our weather. 58 degrees. It's warmed up 2 degrees. Relative humidity, 44%. Winds are out of the south-southwest at 13. That low humidity, you need to be careful out there. We got a big fire danger tomorrow as winds are going to be gusting up into the 60s. It's not going to be as warm as it is today. Go out and have a great day, everybody. See you back here tomorrow.
Keep up to date with the latest information from TV23 on our Facebook page, KDGL TV.
Hi, I'm Nick Baumgartner, owner of Midwest Barter Exchange.
So what is barter anyway? When we were kids, things were much simpler. Trading one thing for another was something we did at school on a daily basis. As a kid, you didn't have the cash resources to get things you wanted, but you still managed through barter. In today's economy, not every business has the cash required to grow effectively. Prospecting is difficult and time-consuming, leading you to believe things like, I don't have cash to entertain my clients and prospects. There is no money for marketing and advertising, or fixing my work truck, for a new website, social media, printing cards and brochures, mass mailers, accounting, taxes, bookkeeping, consultants, PC repair, dental, radio, TV, legal, alarm system, catering, mechanical, parking, office equipment repair, electricians, networking, medical bills, website, graphic designers, PCs, iPhones, Macs, headshot, plumbing, mechanics, signage, sales training, landscaping, surveillance cameras, leaking roof, and the list goes on. Realizing that running a business can be expensive, many owners and managers have tried to exchange their goods and services for something that they need. Sometimes it works out well. But focusing on trying to make a direct trade is not the best use of your time. Barter Exchange takes that struggle away and allows your business to utilize trade in the form of a one-to-many scenario, as opposed to trading directly with another business. We act as a brokerage and marketing firm for companies to grow their business. We can help match businesses to each other with the best fit possible, even if it doesn't mean trading directly with each other. Okay, but how do we keep track of our trade dollars? You can also consider us like a bank, but instead of using cash currency, we utilize barter exchange dollars.
At Midwest Barter means better business for all of us. can use Midwest barter dollars to purchase hundreds of products for your business or personal use without the use of cash.
You can even trade for TV advertising right here on KDGL TV 23.
Portions of TV23's Internet provided by SWKO Wireless Internet. Covering the high